14 years after Nolan chose cycling over rugby, he's become the hometown hero who broke the mould.
Look at that, nothing like an early morning Franschhoek sunrise, eh? Well, Nolan, in 2004 you rode the Argus for the first time. Now 10 years later you took the Argus for the first time. What does it feel like?
Wow, definitely a dream come true for me, I've worked so long and so hard to win this race and just over the moon, to finally have won it.
Well, it's fresh, it's cold, and it's a beautiful mountain for a ride. How's about we go for it?
How about we race to the top?
Yeah, well, let's do it.
As a teenage rugby player, Nolan was intrigued by the sleek, flashy-looking cyclists who pull into Franschhoek every weekend. The idea took his fancy, and very soon, while his friends were training for match days, he could be found racing the passes of the Winelands. His upper body strength, combined with that of his legs, soon made sprinting his speciality, and Nico had just learned how good a sprinter he is.
Whew. Hey, look at the time. I thought you got lost there.
Well, you got to stop and smell the roses, right? Okay, I can see why this is your training ground when you're at home. And of course in winter there's snow on the mountain, so you may as well be in Europe and you can get used to training in the cold.
Luckily I get a bit of both worlds, This is sort of nice to get acclimatized to the conditions in Europe, and it's perfect.
Well, not everyone realizes just how much training goes into the preparation for the kind of racing you do. And you race all the time. So just what does your schedule look like?
I sort of juggle my training around the specific events that I want to do good in. So typically before races I'll have anything between 4 and 6 hours per day, And
how many days a week?
I'm doing about 6 days a week. You have to pretty much be on top of everything. Training and recovery is very important. So yeah, I eat and sleep bike riding pretty much.
Down in the valley, at the home where his mother Jennifer still lives, we found a treasure of memories in his cycling medals.
No, I must say, that is the most interesting piece of wall art I've ever seen.
It's the first bike that I've started competing with, and as you can see it's out of action now, and my dad decided to put it up for me as a trophy cabinet, and yeah, it's been here ever since.
Well, this bike has obviously seen a lot of road work, and look at that! 2004 Argus.
That was the first participation in the Argus, and the first race wasn't so great for me, but there's where I actually decided that I really wanted to win this race very badly, and 10 years later I'm so chuffed to have finally won the event.
Well, and now you've got a house covered in medals. There's another group of them. Let's take a look.
His family's faith in him has been well placed.
What an incredible journey from where you started to where you are today, and it looks like your parents have been behind you all the way.
I'm fortunate to have such supporting parents, and they've brought me up with good values, and I think my biggest driving force was my dad. Sadly, he passed away, but I think he would have been proud.
He certainly would.
Next on our Tour de Franschhoek was La Clé de Montagne, meaning the key to the mountains in French. And here, Nolan revealed other talents that were unlocked when he began cycling.
Nolan, I'm impressed, I must say. You look just as comfortable in the kitchen as you do on a bike.
I like to cook because one needs to look after one's body, especially with the harsh training regime that I follow. And in my free time, when I don't make a protein shake, I like to cook up a nice meal, and I enjoy that. Today we're eating a chicken, basil and pesto pasta. And this is just a nice balanced meal, to replace all the nutrients that we both lost on the mountain going up this morning.
I must say, I do need nutrition after that last climb.
A diet of good fats, lean protein and low GI carbs has seen him win the Under-23 SA Road Champs, take silver at the 2012 World Track Championships, and that Argus title. All his current efforts and menus are focused on landing him amongst the medals at next month's Commonwealth Games.
Nolan, travelling comes with the territory in your line of business. Is it something you enjoy?
Definitely, yes. I think that's the added bonus with doing sport internationally. And I've been almost on every continent of the world now.
Speak any languages?
German, and I know Dutch quite comfortably.
What? Spreken Sie Deutsch?
Jawohl, ich rede ein kleines bisschen Deutsch.
Yeah, ich praat een bietjie baie minder as dit, Deutsch. But I speak some Greek. Εγώ δεν μιλάω πολύ ελληνικά Laligo. Hang on a second. Αυτό είναι πάρα πολύ ωραίο.
I have no idea what you just said.
It means this is really, really good.
Ja, ik denk dat deze eten heel smakelijk zijn en ik hoop dat het wel smakelijk is.
Nee, ik moet zeggen, ik stem vreselijk volkomen samen met daar het gesprek te worden.